Allison Gafford, and tonight I'm going to inform you about anterior cruciate ligaments, and it's more commonly known as ACLs, so that's what I'm going to refer to them as during my presentation. According to a March 26, 2007 article posted on CNN.com, an estimated 150,000 Americans suffer from anterior cruciate ligaments, ACL, injuries each year in the United States. I personally have suffered from an ACL injury. It was one of the most painful and challenging experiences in my entire life. ACLs are very important for making walking and everyday activities stable and you able to do them. Today I'm going to inform to you about the purpose of an ACL, why they are injured, the symptoms that show you that you have an injured ACL, and how to treat and prevent these injuries. What is an ACL? An ACL is a ligament that holds the bones in your knee together, or the bones in the joint of the knee together. It allows you to bend and properly move your legs. It makes things like walking, running, jumping, and all of that possible. Although ACLs are frequently injured. This is a diagram of an ACL, and you can see it as that middle whitish one. There's an arrow pointing to it. And like I said, they are frequently injured, and now I'm going to tell you about why they are injured and how they become injured. They become injured between contact or non-contact instances while playing sports mainly. Some of the most common sports where these injuries occur would be like basketball, gymnastics, soccer, football, and during some of the non-contact injuries that occur are from quick stops, like if you're running full speed and you stop. And what happened in my experience, I was doing a drill during basketball practice, and it was a drill 3-man weave, and you pass the ball back and forth and the last person does a layup. And I had already shifted and positioned myself to make the layup, and the pass was behind me. So I stopped and I hyperextended my knee. And that's one of the possible reasons. And coming down from a jump wrong and your knee doing it. And some of the contact sports ways to injure your ACL would be like a football tackle and a blow to the knee that would cause the ACL to tear. And so once you have an injured, well actually here are some of the famous athletes that have ACL injuries that you probably know, like Tiger Woods. His was the same year mine was, and he had the same type of surgery as me. And then Tom Brady, he plays football. And then Chipper Jones, and he had his recently this year in August. But how do you know if you have an ACL injury? Whenever mine, I heard a loud pop, and I knew something was wrong because my knee has never felt like that before. And as soon as I told the coach that it was my knee and not my ankle, because I normally hurt my ankle instead, they were like, "It's your knee," and they all turned to the situation and made like it was very serious. So they sat me down and they started pulling on my knees and seeing what the difference was between both of my knees. And that's how you can test to see. And the symptoms would be popping and swelling soon after the injury, like almost immediate swelling. And that's sometimes known as bleeding in your knee. That's what causes the swelling. It's from the tear. It'll bleed and it'll make your knee swell. And the last one would be instability. You can't, like, I could barely walk because it was just like my knee had gave out on me. So those are the symptoms of a torn ACL. And now I'm going to go over the diagnosis, how to know for sure. Because if you have those symptoms, it might not be that, it could be something else. So some of the ways to diagnose if he has it is MRI scans. You can go through an MRI scan, but before that they'll probably do a pivot test or a Latchman test or the anterior draw test. And that takes the tibula forward and bends it backwards, and it shows if the instability is there. And they'll do both legs. That's what happened to me. That's what the doctor, they took my legs and they shifted both of them, and there was a clear instability in my leg, in my left leg. So after, if you find out that you do actually have an ACL injury, you need to treat it. Sometimes if you're not an athlete, or if you don't have something working for you, or if it's not a bad tear, you can just do physical therapy. Before my surgery, I had surgery, and I actually had to do physical therapy to help get the swelling down and to be able for them to do the surgery. And but if it is a really bad tear, you will eventually have to have surgery, especially if you're doing sports and want to have a normal lifestyle where your leg isn't constantly giving out on you. So reconstructive surgery is an extremely painful experience. It's the worst thing I've ever went through. The first 2 weeks were horrible. And then after the surgery is the rehabilitation, and that includes the physical therapy also to get your knee back up. And I was on a timetable. I was trying to get back for basketball, so that's why I did it really hard. And there's a picture. That's the first picture is of where the points they would do in your leg to do it. It's a orthoscopic surgery where they do it with a scope, so they can see. And the second picture is physical therapy. And some prevention points to help you not do it again or to not do it at all, to avoid it, would be warming up before you exercise. You know, don't just run up and start running. You know, just warm up before exercise and stretch really good. And wear a knee brace. I actually got that knee brace, so whenever I was entering my basketball season, I wasn't constantly worried about it. That absolutely prevents, like if you wear that, you're almost 100% guaranteed that you're not going to tear it again. It's more likely to do your other way. And so wearing a knee brace, and if you strengthen your legs, that'll also strengthen the ligaments, and it will be able to prevent tears. This isn't a foolproof way, but it's a good way. So in conclusion, I've taught you about ACLs and their function, why they are injured, and how to know if yours is injured, and how to treat and prevent these injuries. And I also wanted to show you my scar. It's not a very big one, it's about 1 inch long, and that's from my injury, or from my surgery.